San Francisco, with President Trump vowing to get tougher on trade, troubled American makers of everything from steel tubing and aluminum foil to washing machines have lined up to ask Washington for protection from foreign rivals. But Trump's first big international trade fight could be over solar panels. Major manufacturers in the United States and China, as well as a slew of other businesses that buy and use solar panels, are readying for a clash that could begin as soon as January. The solar panel dispute comes at a time when senior administration officials have been signaling their intention to take a much tougher trade stance toward China, where most solar panels are made. The solar panel industry could be Trump's first test of whether his harsh rhetoric toward China will result in significant trade measures and whether those moves would help restore American businesses. Factories in China now account for more than 2/3 of the world's production, up from a negligible share a decade ago. Faced with intense competition, more than a dozen solar companies in the United States have closed factories over the past 6 years. China's push to become a major maker of solar panels has driven down global prices by close to 90% over the past decade, helping international efforts to curb emissions of planet-warming greenhouse gases. That has blurred the lines over the pending solar trade fight even within the United States, where American manufacturers are squaring off against American installers and users of the panels. Chinese officials contend they are helping the world move toward cleaner energy. Everybody needs the kinds of cheaper panels, not only in China, but also the world, said Li Junfan, a senior Chinese economic advisor and the architect of many of China's renewable energy policies, at the New York Times's Climate Tech Conference on Thursday in San Francisco. But American manufacturers say the cheap panels have been unfairly financed by the Chinese government. Chinese manufacturers have benefited from cheap loans from government-run banks. Even some Chinese companies that have struggled with losses and had trouble making loan payments have been able to stay afloat. Such manufacturers in China are technically insolvent, but they still get capital, said Mark Widmer, the chief executive of First Solar, a large manufacturer based in Phoenix. The United States has already imposed tariffs on solar panels from China over the past 5 years, prompting Chinese manufacturers to build vast factories in Southeast Asia. Now, the Trump administration has indicated it may raise the stakes by authorizing tariffs on all solar panel imports, including those from Southeast Asia. Administration officials have so far allowed 2 solar panel companies with factories in the United States to ask Washington for tariffs on all solar panel imports. Thanks to a complicated series of maneuvers within the United States system for evaluating trade cases, the Trump administration now has a January 26 deadline to grant the company's requests for wider tariffs.